The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I'm a big fish in a small pond, got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality, who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be, who I am is fine with me. It's who I am, it's who I am, who I am is fine with me.
We are live from Gloucester, Massachusetts tonight. Gloucester, which is right next to Rockport. That's right, Bethany is whooping from the other room, which is right next to, let me just, hold on, get this down. Hold on one second, because I have to have it on two different computers, of course. We want to welcome you. We are coming live from Gloucester, Massachusetts, right next to Rockport, Massachusetts, which is right on the coast. It's absolutely stunning. Last year at this time, we did a few shows. My friend Bethany Vaughn got us involved in this great, with this great group called New Dawn, which we'll tell you about. We'll explain more how that came to be. And so we have a big gig tomorrow night at the Emerson Inn in Rockport. So today, I was there with my crew, my great co-cast members, and we had an incredible rehearsal. So that's why I'm here. And Bethany said I was going to go back to Stoneham, where my family's from, and do the show from there. And she said, just do it from my apartment. So here we are. Thank you, Leo, showing that. Now we have people visiting us. Woo! So that's where my backdrop is. I'm at Bethany Vaughn's stunning Gloucester apartment. Jeannie Craigie. Hi, Jeannie. Heard the whole crew is going to see you. Best wishes for you, kiddo. Welcome home. Thank you, sweetheart. Jeannie Craigie is amazing. She is town moderator in Stoneham, Massachusetts. She does an amazing job. She is very, very, very loved by many people, especially my cousin Cora Gothier, who is coming tomorrow night to the show. There, and we did a few shows last summer. We did some Christmas shows that were so much fun at the Black Box Theater in Peabody at Christmas time. And now we're back at the Emerson Inn in Rockport tomorrow night for a Moonrise event, which is amazing. Okay, so Catherine Salvio, oh my God, you're so cute. I was just talking about you, Catherine, because you know what I'm using tonight? Your lights, my friend. The lights that you sent me during COVID so that I can make all my videos. You sent me those beautiful, luminous lights, and I'm using them tonight. That's what I use when I do the show on the road. So thank you, my friend. I was talking about you just about 20 minutes ago. Jean Craigie says it will be on YouTube. Yes. No, I don't know about our event tomorrow night, Jeannie. I don't know. That's a good idea. Not that I know of. Thanks for the shout out. Of course. Everybody knows how important you are in Stoneham and all the wonderful things you do. And one of the wonderful things Jeannie does, Jeannie, we should have you zoom into the show one of these days. Actually, I think that would be the proper thing. Jeannie also takes incredible photographs, and she uploads them to all these sites and Stoneham sites and just beautiful town events. So I might have to have you on the show. I think, Jeannie, it's time. The time has come. You look great. The lights work. Yes! Bethany and I, look. It makes me look so young, those lights, Catherine. Thank you. I told her you were in television and you knew of these things. Okay, so now my co-host, Leo Rodriguez. Where is he? Leo.
I just found Jeannie Craigie.
What did you find Jeannie Craigie's town elected April 4th, 2007. She's amazing. And Jeannie takes the town of Stoneham. That is my town. I graduated from Stoneham High School, and I love my hometown. Look at that, Jeannie. You're on. And she takes the most beautiful pictures of events, just really like top notch. So I think it's time, Jeannie. The time has come that we'll have to have you on the show soon. She's so supportive of everything we do, and she pops on almost every single time. And during COVID, I was telling Bethany, Bethany was making videos. I made some videos. Those of us that are performers that were stuck in the house were making a lot of videos. So Catherine sent me the lights. And one time I remember I ran outside because at 7 o'clock every night in New York City, everybody would lean out their windows and bang pots and pans for the hospital workers. That's what we did every single night of COVID, like in the beginning for at least the first 6 months. That's what they did. And one night I was out there Facebook Living, and Jeannie Craigie, I brought her on with me for the broadcast. It was really cute. It was great. So I always think of you, Jeannie, when I walk past some of those apartment buildings. Okay. So,
hey, Maria, I have to tell you before I forget.
What?
I went to a memorial this weekend down in L.A. in Whittier for one of my old professors of theater.
Oh, wow.
And because of some little hints you've given me, I get to wear my black pants, and I fit in them with a little bit of room.
What?
Woo!
The keto hints I gave you?
I've been doing with some chicken and vegetables and fish and vegetables and
I'm so proud of you, Leo.
But no pasta. I've been using zucchini instead and squash. I
told Leo that, I love to eat like nobody's business. And I do let myself eat certain times of the year. Usually I always tell people it's from Halloween to Super Bowl Sunday. I know that sounds crazy. Everybody was laughing. But I know that that's my time where I'm going to, holidays I'm going to eat. Yeah. And spring comes around, and I know I have to quickly lose some weight, so I always go on the keto. And for me, I gave Leo a few tips, but Leo, I'm really impressed.
I was like, I put on the pants, and I was like, oh, Maria. Oh, Maria.
That's all it is. We just want to, we don't need to be skinny. We don't need to fit into bikinis, just our own pants. Mm-hmm. That's all. That's my rule.
Yeah.
That's it. So, look who's joined us, Chris DePiero.
Yeah, look what he says.
I know, but you know what? I'm gonna give him a shout out on this. The Yankees are actually doing amazing. Now, I am a Red Sox fan.
So are the Dodgers.
I know. Well, the Dodgers have been on fire. But, he and I are rivals. He's a Yankee fan. I'm a Red Sox fan. But I got to say, I will give it up for the Yankees. They have an amazing team. I will say this, though, Chris, and I have said it before. The Red Sox are Seabiscuit. They're like Seabiscuit. They come from behind, and they always are nose and nose. So I don't know. This year is going to be a little tough because you guys are way ahead. But I have faith in my team. I always will. And the Dodgers might kick everybody's butt. Yay, Leo. That's wonderful. Yes. Right, because we talk about, different things. We love to keto. Leo and I love to eat. And I was just like, I love to eat too. Mm-hmm. And I sent them a little keto package, right, with different things. Now, Rita Crignali, my cousin. Oh, you love the kale.
I love these, yes.
You know what? I'm going to send you another package then.
They're really good.
They are really good. There's certain little tricks to keto that actually are not bad at all. You're like, and then some of the sugar, some of the sweets are really good. So there's this company that Judy turned me on to, and I'm giving them free advertisement right now, although if they hear me and they ever want to send me some stuff, I'll take it. It's called Factor, and they make all kinds of different meals, but this particular, you can choose keto meals, and Judy sent me like a free week of it, and I got to tell you, Leo, I'm impressed. So I'm going to send you a link.
Factor 75, is that what that is?
It's just Factor, and you can choose, it's called Factor. I'll send you the link this week, and you can look at it. But you can choose the meals you want, and then they send them to you, and they're packaged like with cold, yes, and they're so good. I was shocked. So when I come home from work and I'm starving and I don't have to cook for myself, it's great. It's just, that's what and they're all keto friendly.
Oh, so they have
different, they have low fat, but I choose the keto ones. So anyway, that's what's going on. But, so that's just one thing. Do we have, by any chance, our weather girl in the wings?
Weather girl?
Our weather girl, yeah. Our weather girl?
Our weather girl is Leo. I want you to introduce her.
Our weather girl? Well, first we have to give that fancy ad for our weather girl.
Oh, yes, please.
Our Miss Rita Crignali Berge there. Married to the very, very hot and poster boy for Mr. February.
Mr. February, Ron Berge.
You've got to be a weather girl to keep that hotness just contained, right?
There she is.
What an intro.
I know. Rena, I knew nothing of it. Leo does his own thing, you know, he runs the show there. So, wait, Leo, have you noticed that Rena Crignali-Bergi, my cousin, who I love, is coming to us from her new kitchen?
Is that what I have to...
That is not a...
Holy moly.
I love
her new kitchen. How beautiful is that?
Oh, the food the little snacks that are going to be made in that kitchen.
Yes.
Right, the small amount of things.
Yeah. Party, it's always party at Rena's. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I wanted to have Rena on the show tonight is because we usually do our anniversary shows at Rena's house. And we have the whole family is there.
You do at the
Yes.
house?
At her house.
Those are so hilarious.
It's true. Those shows are crazy hilarious. Bethany, I'm going to send you one. But so Rena, because I had a rehearsal, we couldn't throw together these family anniversary shows, and so I said we have to Zoom Rena in because it would not. Actually, this month, next week, is What's the Story with Maria's 5-year anniversary.
Can't believe it.
Rena, what do you think of that? You were on board from the beginning.
I really think I've only missed like maybe 3 in this whole 5 years, which is a little crazy. So if I have to ever have an alibi for where I was on a Tuesday night between 9 and 10, I can account for 5 years back.
Rena, that is a great plot.
I didn't do anything bad, but you never know. I mean, you might be questioned at some point.
Listen, you never know is right. Jeannie Craigie, Tom moderator of Stoneham, is on the show with us. I mean, she's watching the show. We're going to have her on soon, though. And she said, Yahoo! She's also friends with Cora, very good friends with Cora and Rosetta. And they are coming tomorrow night, as you are.
Oh, yes.
Rena, you're so supportive. Rena has been to all the shows there in Massachusetts that I've done.
Well, Rena is also a guest spy reporter for any of those shows.
Spy reporter.
Yes, she is. Now, Rena, yes, you are a spy reporter. Remember, she sent us little videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And pictures. She takes the best pictures. Did you get good pictures yesterday from our little...
I did. I sent them to you. You might not have seen them, but...
Oh, really? Okay. So, yesterday, my cousin Rena, Cora, Rosetta, Kathy, Nicole, a bunch of... My Ziana, who's Rena's mother, who is the greatest human that ever lived on the planet Earth. She's the sweetest thing. Did you ever meet Maziana, Leo?
Only on the phone when you were packing sauce that one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, and the poor, she was doing all the work while you guys were fooling around.
Yeah, she kind of was that day, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
that happens all the time when we're and she's like just a little mouse. She goes around and all of a sudden you're like, what happened to the dishes? What happened to the pan that was gone?
It's kind of magic.
You never heard it. Like I never heard the water running. I don't know how she does. She's a little ninja.
You're right. She's quite a little mouse.
Well, I can imagine that once you girls all get together and you start laughing.
That's true. Rena, how much did we laugh yesterday?
Oh my gosh, my jaw hurt.
Yeah. I mean, because my cousins are super, like Jeannie will attest to this, they are super funny. And I mean, like, they go to the ends of the earth funny. Like, and it's all slapsticky, telling funny stories, like crazy funny stuff. So we were laughing and laughing and laughing yesterday. But Rena was there. And so, Rena, now you're going to be there tomorrow night, right?
Yes. So, me and Ma coming, Carla and Carl. We're going to be sitting there with Cora and her 4 people. And then I think Nikki's coming with his 2 daughters. So,
Nick
we'll have a good...
It's going to be a good Rena, do you know that thank God you made reservations because that porch on the veranda is sold out?
Is it really?
Yep, and they have, there's 72 people on the veranda sold.
Wow.
And the lawn is over 50. So there's 122 people right now reserved to coming to the event.
That's crazy.
They said that ours is the biggest crowd they've had.
Biggest crowd they've had.
Wow.
And, so I'm really excited that you're going to be there.
You guys started that, and then you added Christmas, and now look they're selling out for New Dawn Productions.
That's amazing.
Moonrise event. Maybe
right.
one of these days we'll play Stoneham. Oh my God! Wouldn't
that would be great. The theater.
The theater. I've reached out to them before. Maybe I'll reach out to them again.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, this is such a beautiful location. This inn is so pretty.
This inn
with Moonrise. I'm so looking forward to that.
It's going to be really great.
In a long time.
We added a song. We added "Dancing in the Moonlight."
Perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Now, Rena. Oh my God, Lynn Portis, genius. Lynn Portis. Please type in Lynn Portis. As a matter of fact, speaking of genius, and she's my favorite musician of all time, and she's my musical director and best friend, is going to be, Lynn, can you type in where you're going to be? Because we're going, me, Judy, and Susie Campanero are going Thursday night, this Thursday. It's in Staten Island. Lynn, please type in where you're playing. Now, Rena, while she's doing that, can you please tell us what the weather is going to be like?
Excuse me. Sorry. Pollen in the air. Apparently, there's pollen.
Well, you are our official weather girl. That's what Leo calls you.
I know. I am only the official weather girl because Ron always knows the weather because he's out in it. I'm usually like, what's it going to do tomorrow? And he'll say, bring an umbrella. I'm like, okay.
Okay. See? And he knows.
He knows. He takes care of me.
When you speak of this Ron, you don't mean that Ron, Mr. February in our calendar?
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Mr. February.
Leo, you wouldn't have a picture of that, would you?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Ron, Mr. February.
I was just checking my dates to make sure that I had the right thing. I'm sorry.
Let me see. Hold that up so we can see. So that's Rena's husband, Ron Berge, in Nothing But the Apron, which is our calendar. And there he is. Adorable. Rena, do you remember how excited he was when I brought him a calendar?
And I would have bet $100 that he would have never done it. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it for Pia. And I was like, well, you're not really doing it for Pia. Like, there's nothing like you can do it. You want to do it. He's like, I'm doing it for Pia.
I love that.
Loves you.
Loves him too.
Wait. What's this Pia?
Sorry. When we were little, Pia? Say Maria Pia.
I'll explain it. There's a lot of Marias in my family. So my grandmother was Maria Libera, and they called her Liberuccia.
Okay.
And then my Ziana Cora's mother is Maria, so she was Z Maria. And then my mother was Maria, and her middle name was Spina, but she still went by Maria. And then I came along, and so my father's sisters were Maria and Pia. So they called me Maria Pia. So it's one name though, but I don't use it. So it's kind of like so growing up, I was Pia, and I still am, right?
Yeah, to us, we always call you Pia.
Yeah.
And then the boys call you Pia.
I know. So that's Leo. I mean, do you go by your middle names in your family, or
no? I was always Little Leo. Because my dad's Leo. But and then for a minute they called me Junior. Other people, but he's Leo E and I'm Leo I. So there's a difference there.
And Rena, your grandmother was Esterina, right?
That's who I was named after, Esterina. But in Italian, it's very pretty, Esterina. But in English, it was my mother was like, no, they're gonna call
Esterina.
Yeah, they're gonna call it Esterina. And then she was like, she's gonna sound like the Listerine from. She's like, it's gonna sound like.
Well,
so she had Esterina down. My father wrote Esterina down on my birth certificate, and the doctor came in and said, "Oh, Esterin, what an unusual name."
Oh.
My mother was like, "Scratch."
See,
but my grandmother was happy. She liked Rena. So.
Yeah, and so that's kind of how it is. So in my family, same thing with my name. In Italian, it's very pretty, Maria Pia, but in English, Maria Pia. People don't always, it didn't fly well, so I changed it and my mother's name was Maria Gentili, so it's fine. But
Siri calls you Gentile, Maria Gentile.
Who does?
Siri, Colleen, Maria Gentile.
Maria Gentile. Yeah, that's true. Well,
Siri needs an Italian voice.
Lynn said the gig just got canceled. Winnie, I can't believe this. We were planning on coming out.
But she said she's going to come into the city and visit you guys and hang out.
Well, why don't you do that? Because Susie and I are teaching, and Judy was going to pick us up. We'll all go out and get something to eat. Let's do that. Okay.
Oh no! Be careful, New York. The 4 are on the loose.
I'm telling you. Okay. All right. That's what we're going to do. Now, so you will be there tomorrow night, Rena. I think that Bethany can fill us in. The dinner starts
6.
at 6. So yeah, and then we start the show around 6:30, 6:40ish. Leo, do you mind showing the poster for that, please? There it is. Okay, New Dawn Productions is at the Emerson Inn. It's a Moonrise. Look at the twinkly stars, Leo. Did you do that?
Leo.
It's the magic from your rehearsal today.
Wow. I know, he's so cute. I think it's time we bring Bethany Vaughn on.
Woo-hoo!
Look at that. But
I'm looking up bug recipes for my kids tomorrow at school.
oh,
Bug recipes?
Yeah, we're talking about bugs, so I'm, like you can make these cute.
well, they're not going to be actual bugs.
They won't be bugs.
All right.
Oh, okay.
They'll be edible.
Rena, you're welcome to stay on with us. You don't have to
Hi,
leave if you
Rena.
have time.
I'll hang out on the. Hi, how are you? I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Oh, I'm looking forward to your smile in the audience.
Hey, Bethany, move in.
Just working on the community. Come on in. And okay, so Rena, you can hang out if you like. We'd love
I
it.
can go back into the green room wherever you need me. Is where I will.
No, look at the kitchen.
I know.
Actually, wait a minute. Can you show us around the kitchen? What is this?
the kitchen.
I want to see this kitchen. What?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
heck?
Turn. Look at that.
So clean.
Amazing.
What?
That's a beautiful. It just got redone.
It's wow. That's great.
Gorgeous.
I want to say yes, chef.
Very nice.
Yeah, I love it. I really love it. I picked every single little piece.
Did
I
you?
chose. Yeah, I chose every single. I'm not one of those people that goes, ask the designer for their opinion. I go like, I know what I like, and like, can you help me find it? But I went to like everywhere, and I found the countertop that I absolutely adore. Like I cleaned it like this. I'm like, ooh.
That is so cool. It's beautiful.
It really is. It's beautiful.
Super clean.
Cabinets and all the rollouts and all.
And
that.
it's fun. Her kitchen is fun because it's really big, and then there's
Yeah.
a big bay window in there, and we all hang out.
Oh yeah.
Now, who's allowed to use the kitchen? Now that it's done and it's all nice and everything, who's allowed to actually go in and use the kitchen?
There's
You,
only
of
2
course.
of us, so both of us can use the kitchen. But it's like when my Mr. February uses it, I know exactly what happened. Did you make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I see the breadcrumbs and I see the peanut butter the jelly. Oh, and then did you have a cup of coffee? Oh, and then you did this.
Oh, wow.
How do you know? I'm like,
Men.
That's what Judy, no, it's not just men. That's what Judy does to me. She's like, what happened here? I'm like, what do you mean what happened here?
What happened?
What is this? I'm like, did you just, whatever it is, I'm like, and then I'm caught, like red-handed. I'm like, like,
Judy and I are like food detectives.
yes.
We know what happened here.
Yes, absolutely 100%.
See, I grew up in the time when I would get in trouble. Like, you're not supposed to be eating, you're supposed to clean the yard and everything. And I would come in for a snack. So I learned early on how to, like, make my sandwich, clean the knife, put it back away and everything. So when they came in, I only had mayonnaise right here. Did you make a sandwich? No. What's that on your cheek? Everything else was clean.
Wow. Leo.
I got rid of almost all the evidence, Leo.
Yeah, almost.
I want to take a second to say Kathy Roberti, who is our other cousin, she has checked in. Keith Torgan, who we adore and love, he is we adore and love Kathy too. Keith Torgan is an amazing singer, songwriter, and now he's found this other great thing. He does artwork, and Keith, let's plan to have you zoom back into the show and show your artwork. He just had an art show, and so we wanted to check in with them. Let me see who else has checked in with us. Okay, so we have Bethany. Bethany's super busy because she's doing things for her kids tomorrow.
Yeah,
so Bethany, if you can fill us in on what's happening tomorrow night.
Okay. Tomorrow night at the Moonrise, I want to say service or something, but it's not a service call. It's actually just a really fun time. Like,
we went to Catholic schools.
At the Moonlight Sacrifice.
Everything's a service. Everything is a service, right?
Everything is in service to the higher.
So anyway, but it's at the Emerson Inn. If you would like dinner, you can. Well, I think you can still make reservations.
She's almost sold out.
She's almost sold out though. And and it's $29, which is a steal. I don't even know how that.
That's for dinner and the show.
Dinner and the show,
and it's a French style buffet, right?
That's right, French style. Yep,
French food because it's Bastille Day the next day.
Bastille Day.
You see how these Massachusetts people, they take Bastille Day very seriously.
Yeah. So I think it's great. And then the music will start. Yeah, maybe 6:45. Maybe we'll call it that. And then look at who's there.
Yeah, we're gonna
talk about that.
And but it's going to be great. So we're doing 70s music. We have a new pianist / singer. Music
He's amazing.
He is amazing. The first time, matter of fact, literally one rehearsal with this gal and just one rehearsal with him and the guys. And it's going to be awesome. Like, we can't even wait. It's so much fun. Great energy. We all love this music. And then
well, can you tell them a little bit about Bill and how you know Bill? Because you don't just do this. I mean, you also teach, but you also work with that great big band.
Yeah.
And you can talk about that. I know you're busy, but
no, that's fine. She's saying I'm busy because I'm a special ed teacher by day, so I'm looking up crafts for tomorrow's project. So I'm a little Bill You know what? We're way better than this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Way better. That
Down on creation, afraid of changes, 'cause I must rather be every movie.
Yeah, the audience seems a lot.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling.
It's great to hear the audience singing. She's terrific.
That's your mind on you are. You're the one that I've been waiting for.
Okay, so if you ever want to find out about it, Sing For You 2021 at Gmail.
Yeah, because we started this, we called it New Dawn because it was the new dawn after 2020. So over the year after. And sing the number 4 and then you, YOU, at gmail.com. And so Bill is as it turns out, the three of us all worked in the same place. Marie and I worked 30 years ago, whatever. Marie and I worked together. And then as we had just left, probably literally the year after we left, Bill came in. And then we kept missing each other. Then he became a music teacher and did that for years, just retired this past year. And
Bethany scooped him up.
So he's in a big band. We're in the big band called The Advocates. And so we've been kind of doing some gigs with them. And it's 16 to 18 pieces, depending upon the gig. And I'm blessed enough to be the front singer. And so we met, and he's a perfect fit, I think.
Yeah, and we all met him. I mean, I met him on Zoom. This is the this amazing thing about New Dawn is that it happened during COVID that we all met. We came in on Zoom. Like Bethany and I worked together. Romy's Quarterdeck, for any of you Massachusetts people, and Rena, you remember Romy?
I do.
It was what Leo? Did you want to jump in and say something?
No, I'm back from the jet.
No, if you had. So Romy's Quarterdeck was this amazing place. It was singing waiters and waitresses. They used to say Broadway at your table.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like, I mean, you would carry giant trays of things. It was crazy. But Bethany and I met there in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then I moved to New York in 1990, and I've lived there ever since. But So during COVID, Bethany would make these amazing videos on Facebook and just sing with her dogs. And they would sit there and she would sing beautiful, like a lot of 70s stuff. And so I would type in, wow, this is so great. You should make more videos. So she had Thomas and Andrew that you met where?
I met them through Marblehead Little Theater, which is, a community theater and, local, and they're terrific. And I played Abigail Adams in 1776, and, they were in that production with me. And
so she brought them in, and it was just the four of us that would meet on Zoom during COVID, and we were all, scared and all that stuff. We were all teachers as well, so we were used to using. But she just started talking about these ideas she had for like a nostalgia show. And it got everybody in a great mood. And we started working on our individual songs privately. And so that when we did come together, when finally it was kind of safer to do that, we pretty much knew our songs.
Yeah.
And then we worked on, we knew the part, and we worked on group numbers together. And then we just did our homework is what we did.
Yeah.
And so when we come together, now we still do it that way, because I'm still in New York and they're still Massachusetts. But we come together, we rehearse for a few hours, and it's locked in.
Yeah.
And who is this Thomas and Andrew that you speak of?
Thomas and Andrew, they are, number one, adorable.
Oh, yeah. Crazy cute.
Number two, they are married. Number three, super talented. And they're
super funny.
Mr. and Mr. September.
Yeah.
The hunky husbands, you mean.
Right.
Yeah.
But
cheek to cheek.
Cheek to cheek, yeah. But we can't close September's calendar page because
that's cheek to cheek.
Yeah, we can't. Oh no! Don't the whole thing. Okay, just a little. That's September. Something to
that was it.
Anyway, Andy Prasky has joined us. We adore Andy Prasky. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? And Lynn Porter says hi, Keith. So the reason it doesn't always come up, because I'm looking at my Maria Gentili page on my phone, and I'm looking at the What's the Story.
You are so talented. Look at you.
Well, you have to. You got to be on it. You got to be on it.
Multitasking.
Listen, if someone's got to.
Well, I know that Chauncey was looking of Melanie Rose, Lynn Portis, Elora Van Roche, Daryl Mossberg, Krista P, and our Jeannie and Jeannie have joined us. Jamie Burke, who is also watching.
Oh wow!
Oh, and Josephine Sanchez and Liz Goldenberg are all speaking of you.
Sanchez. Oh my God, Bethany, you.
Oh my God, that's right.
Love each other.
Oh, Josephine, I love that name.
Josephine's an amazing singer, as is Bethany, and it's all that gorgeous soprano beauty that you can't. Josephine, I'm going to show.
Josephine, I want to see you.
She's in New York. She's incredible. Oh. But you can find her on YouTube, and I will I'll give you the link. Just look up Josephine Sanchez.
Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of New York, I'm going to interject. First of all, I finally met Leo Rodriguez in person in New York City.
That's right.
At the end of May, and I felt like, didn't you feel like I felt like I knew you forever?
I knew you forever. Forever. Yep.
That's how Rena and Leo were
it was
too.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But so I had worked like crazy, blah blah blah, right? Then got up wicked early because it was kind of a holiday weekend, and I said I better get there early. So
it was my birthday.
A little longer. It was your birthday.
The holiday.
It was, so I drove on a Saturday morning.
7 hours.
7 hours.
Well, she got
right?
stuck in traffic.
Right. So I get there and peed, which was great. That was the first thing we did. Then we didn't have time to go out for dinner, so we just grabbed a couple of slices of pizza that were to die for.
Oh.
And then we went to her piano bar.
Brandy's.
And which was, so flippin' fun that we didn't leave until 4 o'clock in the morning. And she was like, I can't believe you're still awake. So fun.
Because you guys were like teenagers.
You have to come to work with me because I said, but I will, I'll get you an Uber back or whatever, whenever you want to go home. I thought she'd stay like a few hours. She stayed the entire shift.
It was so fun.
8 hours later, we closed the bar and she was still there with
us. It was like my favorite place. I'm talking to everybody. It was like the best place in the whole world.
Yeah, you had that whole corner of the bar on that side. You were talking to everybody on that whole outfit. Yep.
Yes. And then she sang and the place went crazy. Yeah.
So I told him, so New Dawn is going to make a road trip to see Maria.
Yeah. It's going to be really, and we'll get them up to sing and stuff. Maybe we'll even do a New York show. Who knows?
Oh my gosh.
That would be so fun. So call me Angelili.
Palm Springs shows, you guys. Palm Springs.
Fly out to Palm Springs.
And they all know the 70s then.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Lori Towers has joined us, tuning in late but sending love. Hi, Lori. Lori's amazing. She and her husband are great radio personalities as well.
Hi, Lori.
Speaking of, and your friends who are husband and wife from Massachusetts, the bartender at your birthday party. Why do I
From
forget their names?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, they're from, but I think they live in New York now.
Oh, David Foley
Yes.
Jr.
Oh,
and his wife, Carrie Lynn Foley.
Yes.
They are in the Cape right now because they own a house in the Cape.
Oh, super. Yeah, they were so sweet.
Yeah, and Lori and John are married, and they're great radio personalities. They jazz just after dark on Barker
nice.
Park Radio. Look them up. I love their show.
That's
and
awesome.
they will also be in the 2023 calendar, I believe. Is that what I hear?
They have told me that. Lori, please, I know I've asked you this before, but I don't have any of my information because I'm on the road. Can you type in that great show you do on Wednesday? She always also does a female empowerment show.
Oh, that's cool.
It's amazing, and she interviews and just does great things about women. So that's I forget the name of it. It's escaping me now. Liz Goldenberg is watching us. Liz Goldenberg is my friend. She's also one of my best sauce customers.
Whoa!
A little billionaires this week. Got some for her parents. She's one of my best customers. She actually has gifted many a sauce.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that for Christmas this year.
Sauces?
Oh, that's a great idea. We had yours last night, Pia. The one you left.
Oh, you had the billionaires?
Oh my God, Ron was was not going to wait in the fridge. He came and he opened and he was like, he's like, was Pia here?
Is that your favorite? Was that your favorite? The bolognese?
The bolognese? No, I like the other one, but I mean, I like both, but I like the one without the meat in it.
You know,
marinara.
I think I like the marinara too.
Yeah, the marinara one.
I'm not a big beef eater, although I liked. Well, I mean, they were gone very quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell you, when I got to New York, when I got to my buddy Miles's house, my after show meal with Miles was a Maria's meatball sandwich.
Yeah,
we got two. Oh, and I put oh my God, I was.
Because when Leo came, the Miles, who's our mutual friend, who Leo was staying with for the couple of days, I called him. I'm like, Miles, you got to swing by my job. I have like sauce. He was like, I don't know if I can.
And soup.
I said, I have soup and sauce for you because I also make that chicken soup. Rena, have you had my new chicken soup?
Yes.
It's called Three Kings Chicken Soup.
And what does that mean?
I'll tell you what it means. Thank you for asking. Excellent question. So during Christmas time, a bunch of my friends had COVID, right? Thanksgiving. So I wanted to do something nice. So you lose your taste bud, you lose your sense of taste during COVID. So I'm like, I have to help them jumpstart that taste bud thing, right? So I made them chicken soup, and I was like, I don't want to just make a plain chicken soup. I'm going to add, wait a minute, and it's Christmas. What would the Three Kings? So I was like, what would they bring the baby Jesus?
She had an epiphany.
Yeah, she had an epiphany, right? Oh my God. Leo, that was hysterical. Leo is so funny. But when I listen back to the show sometimes, that's when I get all those jokes.
I love that.
So what I did was I did all Middle Eastern spices.
Ooh.
The spices from Yemen,
She's so
Israel. Israel and the Orient. So I put so the soup is like you can't figure out.
Oh my
what's
God!
happening.
I want that. I want to buy some of that.
It's really, Rena, did you enjoy it?
Yes, so good. It was really
it's
good.
nothing that you expect. It's like you go to have. It's got carrots, onion, celery. The trilogy there, and then it's got spices, 7 different spices, and you're like, what the hell is happening?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you have chicken and rice in it?
You can add rice, but I don't put any rice in there, and I don't put any noodles. You are welcome to add that.
Okay.
And there's no fat. There's not even oil in there. Wait a minute. Look who it was joined us. Kutu, who is my friend from Blades on Lawn and Rocky Hill, Connecticut. My friend from high school. He was Tevya. I was Golda. Do you love me? Do I what? Yes. And he is, drum roll, Mr. July in our calendar. Oh my God.
Yeah, sunrise, sunset there, buddy.
Leo. Oh my God, Eddie.
We're talking about food and poor Ed is starving. He just got home.
No.
Oh, you're starving.
Ed, I have to tell you, Kutu was probably the best last name I've ever heard. Kutu.
I think it's French.
Cool.
Isn't it French, Eddie?
It's so cute.
Now, you know what?
Is he celebrating Bastille Day tomorrow?
Yeah, okay, there you go. So Lynn Portis was laughing because I said in Massachusetts they take Bastille Day very seriously. She gets all my jokes. Lynn, nothing. But I got to tell you, there's a lot of French Canadians in Massachusetts. So they make a big deal out of Bastille Day. I think it's their Independence Day from what I hear. I don't know. But, what do I know about French history? But
do you hear the people sing?
Right? Okay, yep.
Tell me about it. We need that for voting this year. We should be playing that song.
The French embassy used to have a parade.
But now, Bob, okay, what is Bob's last name?
Phipps.
Okay, so
it's not as cute as Kutu, but it's close.
So Bob Phipps, our friend there, is relaxing on the couch, and I asked him earlier, do you want to be on the show? He is a master chef.
He is a chef.
And he's a little shy, so he said, no, that's okay. But I will just ask him from here, Bob, have you ever cooked a Bastille Day meal?
Oh.
No.
What do you mean no?
He's never been asked to. Maybe that's why I've never heard of a Bastille Day meal. I don't know, but at the Emerson Inn, they're having one.
What?
So see, it is maybe a first of its kind.
New York has a couple of Bastille Days. So because remember my chef that I worked with, Chef Richard Farnab, French. So I've been to a couple of Bastille Days. Mostly we celebrate the alcohol.
What do they have?
They have these food from the French.
I actually love French food.
They were actually drinking a lot of wine more than they were eating. So
swinging the. I will not be drinking the wine. I will be swinging from the chandeliers. They have given me the big last call many years ago.
Escargot.
Oh, I love escargot.
Oh, foie gras! I love that. I love some foie gras. Oh my God.
Leo, going back to the keto, I sometimes I make myself escargot. You can have that on keto as long as you don't have bread. I make it with basil, truffle butter, and garlic.
I'm too fast for the escargot.
Really?
Oh
my God.
Maria, do you know that you're the first person who let me taste escargot?
Really?
We used to go to the Magic Pan in Faneuil Hall.
Oh, Faneuil Hall.
Grapes, and then they had an appetizer that were escargot. And that's
Rena, that was fun days. That's a long time ago. We're talking like 35 years ago. We used to.
Was it really garlicky? Was it really like garlicky with the sauce in it? Okay.
It's just delicious.
That's how I like. That's how I usually like them. I've had some that are not as.
You have to eat them very slowly.
Escargot.
Escargot. You have to eat them slow. Get it?
Now I'm getting it now.
They're snails.
Yeah. I love them. I mean, listen, we eat everything else. You think a chicken is an attractive thing? Have you ever seen a chicken run around like a chicken? It's not an attractive thing, but you eat that, don't you? You look at a cow. Can you believe we eat a cow? Of course. But so escargot, not so bad to me.
Yeah, it's a little like shrimp. Tell you the truth.
I just had shrimp.
You did.
Yeah, you're right, Leo. You're right.
It's a little like shrimp, but tastes like chicken. Eh?
Wait a minute. Wait, we've got French. We got Italian. We got Spanish. We got everything. Anybody out there Irish that likes a boiled dinner? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm Irish. No, apparently somewhere along the line I'm Italian.
You might be.
I think because I'm probably the only Irishman that doesn't really care for boiled dinners. I couldn't even tell my father; it would break his heart.
Oh no!
I've always wanted to open a tamale shop in Ireland. I love Ireland. I've been there. It's beautiful. I was lucky to perform there. They have their sense of personal space is very
limited.
Integral. Yeah. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Very friendly, though. Very friendly.
Yeah, very friendly. But their mashed potatoes were good.
Yeah. Listen, I know, but that's not a bad idea. One of my friends is from Ireland. He has a very thick brogue.
Oh, that's true.
And my friend Jerry, and he said, because he goes back and forth to Ireland quite a bit. His family has all kinds of like bars there and in New York. And he said that there's a lot of different foods now coming into Ireland where people are opening Chinese restaurants, sushi bars, and Indian food is really big.
Yes.
So, Leo, dreams do come true.
I can find me a right Irish boyfriend, and then I'll be moving to Ireland.
Oh my God! I just thought of something.
What?
Rena, I told you the story yesterday, and Cora said you should tell this on your show. This is God's honest true story. I had about 12 little Irish boys in the bar, in Brandy's, that you know, the other night, and they were having the time of their lives, and they're drinking and carrying on. And then I had sauce there, because I do bring sauce to Brandy's, and my customers buy it. And they said, what do you have? What is it? I said, what's up? I have bolognese left. Bolognese? How much is it? I said, it's $12. Oh, so they gathered together. They were throwing. It was hysterical. And they bought the bolognese and whatever. I didn't think much of it. And then they went and sat at a table. It was pretty late, and they were pretty drunk. The next thing I see, they're dancing around, and I see that one guy's got the bolognese. He's taking a swig of it. I'm like, what the hell? They were passing around cold bolognese and drinking it.
That's how good it is.
That's how good. I would do the same. I can see that.
Did you intervene?
I didn't, because I was enjoying it too much.
We don't know the Irish traditions all the way through. You know, we didn't want to interrupt them.
Also, they were dancing around. They were probably about 22.
They probably thought it was
They probably tasted it, were filled with joy, and started dancing, and then passed it around and shared it.
They loved it. I don't know if there was anything left when they left, but I'm like, who in God's name would be drinking bolognese?
No, that's horrible. Horrible.
But it's
Maria, that's another commercial right there. That is another commercial for your bolognese right there.
Oh my God, you're right. Now, Eddie Coutu did say he is French. My family did not celebrate Bastille's Day.
Interesting.
And then he said, oh, yes, French, Canadian, Irish, and Scottish here. Okay, that's
all right. There you go.
So,
there's a combo at Coutu.
Have you ever drunk bolognese out of a quart? I think that's a first. Although it's not really a first, because one time, one of my friends, I won't mention her name.
Oh, God.
But she did text me after she bought a bolognese, and she said, wow, this shit's really good. I just took a swig of it on the A train. I was like, you took a swig of bolognese?
How do you do that?
You have to take the cover off, and you have to go like, who the hell drinks bolognese? Yeah. I don't get it.
For me, I would probably try to do the same thing, but I would end up, I have my grandfather left me this wonderful curse. Whatever I eat, you can see it later. So watch, I would take a group and be wearing, but how many Italians would follow me home then, I wonder?
Rena is the food detective, so she would know what you like.
Yeah.
A little Maria's bolognese behind the ears, and I got a date.
That's it. Especially if you're hungry, I'm telling you.
A little nibble here, a little nibble there.
All right, so let me see who else we got. We got 10 minutes left to our show.
What? That went by fast.
No way.
And Bob is still being shy. All right.
Well, didn't he make a grilled cheese? I thought he was making a grilled cheese or something for us to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he make us anything to see for...
He did make mushroom soup.
Yeah, hang on. So Bob makes this incredible... What do you call it? What kind of...
He's so cute. He's being shy. But...
He's so shy.
All right.
Bob, what kind of soup is this, honey?
You don't have to be on camera. You can just tell us.
Hungarian mushroom.
Ooh.
Ah.
Wow.
Hold on, let's get a close-up of that.
Oh, can you smell it? Everybody go.
And what's
Hold it up a
in it?
little.
What's in it, Bob? It's mushroom, obviously. But what kind of mushrooms?
What kind of mushrooms?
Hungarian
What
mushrooms.
kind
Is
of
it
mushrooms?
porcini?
Bob,
Is it
you're on the air. What
shiitakes?
kind of mushrooms?
It's just portobello, white mushrooms, and porcinis.
Porcinis, portobello,
Okay.
and mushrooms. Thank you, because I could smell the.
And what are the
porcini.
spices?
Is it a
Paprika,
secret?
smoked paprika,
Paprika, smoked paprika.
regular paprika, chili powder.
Wow, so it's spicy.
Ooh, chili powder.
Ooh, thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. I feel seen.
You guys, he's so shy. He's like crawling away.
I love that.
Wait, hold the soup up again. I want to see the color and the texture.
It's kind of
Yeah,
like,
sorry,
that's
yeah.
from the, now I realize that's from the paprika.
Ooh, it looks peppery too. Wow.
Smoked paprika too.
Yeah.
Well, Hungarian, that's really the paprika, right? It's very important for Hungarians.
Speaking of Hungarian, you know who's half Hungarian? Our friend Catherine Salvio.
Really?
Her mother, her beautiful, beautiful mother, was Hungarian. And actually, if you look at pictures of Catherine Salvio's mother, you will see that it's that like Zsa. Remember, I used to joke with her, and I would call her the fourth Zsa. I would put the divorce sister because she's so beautiful.
Aww.
And so anyway, yes, Catherine Salvio is half Hungarian and half Italian. How cool is that?
Wow.
Very cool.
So, all right, we have 7 minutes left to our show. So,
should we ask the ladies about if they voted yet? Have you guys voted?
have you guys? Well, they're both registered to vote. I know.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm registered. I haven't voted yet, though.
No, did you guys get your primary yet in Massachusetts? No, right? Is it August?
I wanted to say it's September, but I have.
Yeah, I think it's September.
Okay. Ours is August 23rd for senators and congressmen.
If you don't know, you can go right there, right?
Okay,
so when we all vote.
Because Minnie said, Leo and I promised each other we would talk about voting every single episode up until it.
Okay.
Just to remind people, whenweallvote.org is a great site that you can go to, and it gives you so much information. Another one is nbcnews.com/specials/plan your vote 2022 election. So if you see this, even if you just type in nbcnews.com plan your vote, because I've done that too, and it
It'll guide you there.
What it will do is it will give you every single state and how to register and when the primaries are, and then when the final is. There's no reason on earth that anybody in this that is a citizen or born here cannot vote this year, because you can do it by mail.
Yeah.
You can, just let them know. Do not give up your chance to be part of the American dream. We are in dire straits right this year. This is not the year to skip an election. Right, Leo?
No, your voice needs to be heard. It's our responsibility to keep our democracy alive and living. Yeah. And that's the part that we all agreed to when we decided to stay and live here or come here or travel here or become a citizen here. So get off your butts and vote.
Right, absolutely. And Kenny Holcomb just joined us. Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
How are you, sweetheart? Vote like your life depends on it, said Lori Towers. Absolutely, because it does.
Yeah.
And I was going to say especially women, but it's everybody. But women, if you sit this one out, I don't know what to tell you. Gay people, if you sit this one out, I don't know what to tell you. Immigrants, if you sit this one out, I don't know what to tell you. Now, anybody that cares about anyone's rights, men, women, and please, for the love of God, get out and vote. It's very important. Send me good thoughts, second cataract surgery tomorrow. Kenny Holcomb, I'm beaming you from my eyes to your eyes. I'm beaming you love. Kenny is an amazing graphic designer. He always makes I don't think I have one on me, but he always makes my cards. He's made many a poster for Kenny Holcomb. Yes, you know Kenny. He made our poster for yeah.
Row your vote.
Right. Thank you, Jeannie Craigie. Oh my God.
Yeah, I looked it up for Massachusetts. It's September 6th.
So, okay, thank you, Rena.
Yeah, September 6th in Mass and November 8th for the general election. Primary is the 6th.
Oh, thank you, Rena. September 6th in Massachusetts. So that's the thing. Just find out and listen. If you're not registered, don't be embarrassed. Just do it. It's super easy. You're going to be so glad. Maybe you're someone that's never voted. Maybe you're a young person. Maybe you're an older person that's never voted. You're embarrassed to say that. Don't be embarrassed. And here's another thing. I'm going to make you feel really guilty now. My mother, who was Rena's aunt, was handicapped. She was an American citizen. She got her papers right away. She learned to speak English at night school, got her papers. She never missed an election. And at the end of her life, she was in a wheelchair, and she had cancer, and she didn't miss the election. And I remember my father said to her, you know what, you can skip this one. I know you don't feel well. She said, no, I'm not going to skip him because I'm a citizen and I'm going to go. And he that's what she sounded like. He got
What would you say? As long as I can do it, I'll do it. I don't do her.
Right. She used to say, as long as I can do, I do.
So, Maria and Bethany, you guys should be. I think you should add "I Am Woman" to your set.
He loves that song, "I Am Woman." You love that song.
You know why? Because I think of we all grew up in that time when this music was coming out, and it meant so much at that time for the women. And I think that even without being political, just throw it in the set, and I bet you the reactions will be incredible.
Jean E. Craigie said they do it for the young women. They took one right away, and they're going to chip away at every other.
Clarence Thomas said it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how, Maya Angelou said, what was that thing? When people show you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Jeannie Craigie, do it for the young women and do it for the children that are going to be left behind as well.
Jeannie Craigie is super involved in community affairs, politics. She's your person, your go-to. She's really like a mover and a shaker. And here's another thing, Jeannie, you'll appreciate this. I was shocked to know how many young women do not know who Gloria Steinem is. They didn't even know who she was. So, young women, your homework assignment is look up Gloria Steinem. And everybody should care about the rights of Americans. And the whole world, really. You should care about the whole world. But what can you do? Vote locally and vote often. It's not just voting for presidents or vote locally. That's how you change the world. So
those are our lawmakers. Locally, those are our lawmakers who start building up and getting in the Congress and start making their laws and such.
Well, how do you think
we've got to get them in.
The Supreme Court leans so right because senators that voted or did not vote. So, okay, we're at the end of our show. I know everybody's going to add. How do we want to close the show tonight? So we're excited about tomorrow night at the Emerson Inn in Rockport, Massachusetts. We put the links up there for you. It's also on my Facebook page.
I'm also going to put it in the chat right now.
Yeah, our weather girl said the weather is going to be perfect. Thank you, Rena. And there's going to be a little bit of a breeze, not a lot, but enough that everyone's going to just have the time of their lives. And so.
I'm going to post that link there so you guys can click on it and buy your tickets if you'd like.
Oh my God, Leo, who's better than you? He's amazing. He just posted our link, Bethany. Leo. All right, Rena, I can't thank you enough for keeping us company tonight.
Rena, it was fun.
I know Leah's got she's got the best smile, Rena. She just said, "I love your smile." So
you're going to see me tomorrow. I'll be smiling through the whole show.
I know you will. And
while you're filming.
I know. And next week we'll do some kind of a 5-year anniversary show. But Rena, really, I couldn't do it without Rena. So,
5 years.
Leo Rodriguez, what do you want to leave us with tonight?
5 years. Wow. This is episode 255.
255. Wow.
Wow. And just amazing. I'm jealous that I'm not going to be there tonight watching the moonrise.
I know.
Listening to you guys sing wonderful songs.
It sounds great. I'm not going to lie. I have to toot our horns because we really sound really good. The four voices are incredible, yeah. And Bill Socolow, wow, what a great piano player, musical director, and he sings too. He's a great singer. So,
well, is he joining in? Is he throwing any solos in there this time around?
Yes, he's doing a couple of Doobie Brothers. He's doing kind of like the rocker guy,
Southern rock, kind of 70s Southern rock a little bit.
Yeah. It's really cool stuff. So, and so we want to thank everybody that watched tonight's show. Oh, Jeannie Craigie, I posted a picture of the beautiful moon. Okay, I'll have to go and look at that.
Oh, she's awesome.
She is beyond awesome. She's beyond awesome.
Thank you, Catherine.
Okay, Catherine, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, everybody. We want to say good night from Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Oh, I miss you, ladies.
We love and appreciate you. Leo, say good night.
I miss you, Bethany and Rena and everybody out there.
I love you guys. Thank you for everything.
You guys, will see you later.